I wonder if this video will kind of show who has the best lumpia rolling skills.
Feel chay ako!
Pero pangit!
Hi, I'm Nika.
This is Martin.
Hi, I'm Trish.
It's Seth.
Hi, it's Ina.
Hey, it's Sam.
And this is how I make lumpia. Today, I will be making the lumpia na pinaka-favorite ko, which is Lumpiang Ubod. From time to time, nagkikrave talaga ako ng lumpia na to. Pag may nadaanan ako na nagbibenta ng fresh lumpia, bumibili talaga ako, guys. Ganun ko siya kalaging kinikrave. Lulutuin ko to from scratch. So, magsisimula tayo sa lumpia wrapper. Just a cup of flour, 1 egg, a little bit of salt, konti lang, and some water. Yung water, start kayo sa 1 cup, and then from there, tansyahin nyo na lang siya from time to time. Yung consistency natin, we just want a thin consistency. Why not thick? Kasi pag thick yung batter, magiging pancake siya. Too thin naman, may hirapan tayong habulin yung kapal naman niya. So this is the consistency that we're looking for. Strain the mixture para kung may mga natirang lump, hindi siya masama sa batter. I'll be using a crepe pan today, but kung wala kayong crepe pan, huwag mag-alala. Pwede yung mga non-stick pans na medyo malaki yung opening niya. Brush a little bit of oil para sure lang talaga. So, our pan is hot na. My left hand sa pan, right hand sa batter. Swirl the batter sabay ng pag-pour ko sa pan. As you can see, the top part of our wrapper is already mattified. Then we can flip. Very easy lang. You can slide it directly. First, saute garlic in oil and then add in your pork and then just let it cook. That's when we add our shrimp. So we add our shrimp later on na kasi mas mabilis siya maluto. Once it's showing signs na medyo pinkish na siya, that's when we add our star ingredient, ubod. Carrots for some color. And singkamas for some crunch. Mix lang natin ang ating ingredients. I like to keep it simple, so salt and pepper will do. We're just gonna cook it hanggang maluto ang ating veggies pero may konting crunch pa din. So, hindi natin siya i-overcook. Laging agony ng mga bisita or ng friends mo, team peanut sauce ka ba or team sweet sticky sauce? Well, ba't pa tayo mamimili when you can have both? Sa ating sweet sticky sauce muna is some brown sugar, some water, some soy sauce, vinegar, and garlic. You will let this come to a simmer. For our peanut sauce, some peanut butter, oyster sauce, sugar, a little bit of garlic for flavor, and some water. Give this a mix. To assemble, lay 1 wrapper and then beautiful piece of lettuce, our ubod filling, some garlic, some peanuts, and then we roll. So what I do is I like to do the bottom first. Ito yung bottom natin. And then going to squeeze everything in para it's nice and tight. And then we roll. Taste test time! So, I'd like to call on my taste testers, Seth and Ina. Wow!
We're back. Wow, but parang dalawang ibang sauce,
Yes.
magkaibang sauce.
So, are you team peanut sauce or sweet sticky sauce?
Ako siguro for today's video, team peanut sauce ako. You f***ing nailed the wrapper, huh?
I wanna try some. Is it good? Sabi ka sa inyo, mapapaano to eh. May warning label to eh, pang
Whoa!
ano to.
Yo, Nika, that's actually insane.
Ang sarap!
So are you team sweet sticky sauce or
You have to try the
peanut
peanut
sauce?
Team, sweet and sticky.
Bias ko to eh, peanut sauce.
Sanay ako dito, but I really like this as well.
Right?
You nailed the filling, huh? Flavors amazing.
Thank you!
We love you!
Who's next?
So usually hot prawn salad, you can find it in most Pilchay restaurants in the Philippines. It's usually fruit cocktail, a sweet mayo-based dressing, and prawns. And the prawns are usually battered and fried. Growing up, my family really liked celebrating milestones in Chinese restaurants. At first, I didn't like it, obviously. And then I realized, you don't have to eat the fruits. I can just eat the prawns. And that's where I started liking it. Just like how I eat my halo-halo, I just really put in the things that I like. You always have the liberty to just put or eat what you want. I'll just coarsely chop my shrimp kasi babalutin natin siya sa lumpia wrappers. So this one is called Sichuan peppercorns. It actually numbs your mouth. You'll just give your oil a few seconds to heat up. Diretso na tayo with the onions, garlic, the prawns, a bit of soy sauce, Sichuan pepper. You're done. So next is the dressing. It's going to be 1/4 cup of cream and half a cup of mayonnaise. So the mayonnaise I'm using is Japanese mayo, tablespoon of condensed milk, some crunchy chili garlic, our magic powder, just a pinch. Okay, next the mangoes, our prawns from a few seconds ago. There. This is our filling for our lumpia. Right? Lumpia wrapper straight from the palengke. I'll just put a tablespoon, not too much, because I want to avoid doing double layer wrapping. I'm gonna seal it with egg, side first. Start folding. Yan, so that's what I meant na para hindi na kailangan mag-double layer wrap. So here in FEATR, we like validation. So I won't taste it myself. I'm gonna call in my TTs, or my taste testers. Sam, Trish.
Today's TTs.
All right. All right, so are you guys familiar with hot prawn salad?
I love hot prawn salad.
Oh, okay. So hot prawn salad, a Chinese restaurant thing. So it's a fruit cocktail with a sweet mayo dressing. Prawns are usually breaded and fried, but this time, imbis na breaded and fried, stir-fried lang with lumpia. So yun yung kukunin mo, ha? I like it. Jesus.
We always get like the hot prawn salad because it's my grandmother's favorite to order in Chinese restaurants. But I think this is a good spin to it.
Basically,
Yeah.
you don't need a dip.
You feel it, the Sichuan.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah, in the end.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like
The
an,
Sichuan's in the end.
an earthy.
Kung ako sa inyo, tatry ko lutuin
Yeah.
sa bahay.
I know you're probably wondering what I'm making today. Today, our lumpia is ngohiong. So ngohiong is actually very popular in Cebu. It's their way of having lumpia, and it derives from the Chinese term. So the Chinese term is ngohiang, which is 5 spice. All right, to start this dish, we're gonna work on the filling of the lumpia. Mainit na po siya. All right. In goes our onion and our garlic. Now, it's been so long since I last went to Cebu, but I did hear that it's very popular to eat there as a snack. And I'm very excited to make it myself today because it's also my dad's favorite. So I'm sure he'll be very excited that I can make this from scratch now. In goes our ground pork. You can also use shrimp. To this, we're gonna add just a little bit of water and wait for it to evaporate. Our water has evaporated and you guessed it, we are adding the secret ingredient to Ngohiong. It's the 5-spice powder. We are also gonna be adding our ubod, singkamasin, and some green onions. Wow, if you could smell this, talagang amoy na amoy mo yung Chinese 5-spice powder. And I know it's not for everyone, but Chinese ako eh. So, a little bit of salt and some pepper. And that's it. This is what's going inside our ngohiong. Let's first work on the batter. So I know for ngohiong, there are some recipes where they actually wrap the meat in bean curd, but I've also seen online that they use the lumpia wrapper and then they put a batter on it. So we're gonna work on that batter. Here we have some cornstarch, some water, then we'll add some paprika and some white pepper. Then let's mix this up. Once everything is fully dissolved, you can set this aside. We are going to make our sauce from scratch today. So in goes our water. Okay, mainit na po siya. We also have our soy sauce. We have our brown sugar. And we have Chinese 5-spice powder. Okay, let's mix this and just wait for it to thicken. It's actually my first time to make this. So to all the Cebuanos watching, I hope I make you guys proud, especially the Filchais in Cebu. Sheshe kaayo. Now we're gonna slowly put it into our sauce and then mix. In fairness, looks legit. Guys, the skill of making lumpia is not just the inside, but it's also knowing how to wrap it properly. One down.
Parang gusto ko tikman yan.
I've got two people
Tikman ko
who
nga
came from
yan.
Cebu. Here we have Seth and Sam.
Wow.
I have lived for 6 months in Cebu. I know how this should taste.
Feel chai ako.
Nag-Cebu ka na ever?
Dati.
Okay, let's do it. Wow, nice and crusty. Oh.
Wow! Mainit-init pa yan! So it's kinda like kikiam-ish.
But I usually eat this during snack time.
Can you taste the 5-spice? Legit? Can you taste the 5-spice?
Oh, okay. This is like an elevated ngohiong.
Oh, talaga?
Oh, because, yeah.
Wow.
Medyo social siya.
Bakit?
I really
More
like.
filling, technique-wise, maganda rin.
I've only had ngohiong once, when I was at the airport.
Oh, really?
This tops that for me. I mean, probably airport ngohiong is probably not the best basis, but I love the 5-spice. A little bit of veggies. The batter on the lumpia wrapper does create a nice touch.
So would you eat that as a ulam also?
No.
Oh, really?
Snack, yeah. Snack
Alright.
talaga.
Okay, boys. Thank you. It's now whose turn?
I'm making tinapang lumpia. I love using tinapa a lot. So for the filling, I'm gonna start with some white onions. I'm gonna caramelize them quick. I'm gonna cut them from here instead of this way. So this way, there's a lot more areas for the pores to seep out the water. Over here, I have my kamote. I'm not gonna peel them. So when I do my kamote at home, if I'm making kamote fries or even regular potato fries, I like to keep the skin on, lay it flat like that. And that gives you a lot of area to really just do a rough bassinet. So it's up to you on how thick you want it, but since it is a filling, you don't want to go too thick. Since tinapa already has such a strong flavor, I believe kamote is not only gonna balance it, but add a layer of sweetness to the dish that's already fairly salty. So I got a pot here going up to heat. So I'm going with the onions first. I'm going to add some salt to help it sweat out faster. There you go. Start steaming up like that. You get a lot of the smoke. You know a lot of liquid is already being extracted from your onions. Kamote in. And mix that up. I love tinapang bangos. I love how it's light. The flesh is a little more soft. So what I want is to add some more crispy bits and invite a lot of that Maillard. I'm gonna take off the head because kind of unnecessary. Now I'm gonna fry it away from you, of course. You don't want to splash anything on you. This is done. I'm gonna kill the heat on this and set it aside. It can cool down. As you can see over here on the sides, the bangus is already getting crispy edges. Take a little peek and see if it's at where I want it to be. So I'm gonna just grab it. You don't need to flip it anymore. Bam. See those edges? That's exactly where I want it to be. I'm not shredding it, but I am gonna be sectioning it so that in each bite of lumpia, I still get a whole fish and not just some mushy fish that you've shredded up. I'm gonna go 2 because I do want it to be, a little more crispy. I want it to hold. I'm gonna put my kamote and onion mixture. There you go. And roll it up. Let's see if I still got my lumpia skills ready. Holy beans. Me. We ran into a little bit of technical difficulties. It just goes to show that my lumpia wrapping skills are not good enough yet. Lola, I'm sorry. Mommy, I'm sorry that I made you, that I disappointed you. But this one has to be taken out. I'll just try it again later. But the others seem good. That's exactly the color I want. Okay guys, we're back in the test kitchen. I've already plated my dish and then some people are gonna taste it right now. Calling on. Okay.
Oh my God.
Mga Jabberwockies.
Diba?
Tikman mo na nga.
So what's your inspiration to adding kamote inside?
Well, I thought that one, kamote is already fairly sweet and it'll act like a great vessel to kind of balance the tinapa.
Vessel. It's good, huh? It actually works.
What's the kamote?
I think the kamote makes it very filling.
Yeah. Para perfect merienda bite, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love putting a twist on familiar flavors, so I'm giving the classic cheese sticks an Italian flair. So I'm gonna stuff it with mozzarella cheese, then serve it with basil pomodoro sauce. But to keep the Filipino touch to it, I'm gonna add queso puti for extra flavor. Very easy, super cheesy. We have here our mozzarella cheese. So what I have to do now is to cut it in sticks. How I'm gonna do it is put one mozzarella stick there and one here. Make a space in the middle kasi doon natin ilalagay ang queso puti. Now it's time to close it up. Make sure it's super tight so that our cheese won't ooze out. And I have here an equal parts flour and water that's gonna seal our lumpia wrapper. And that is our cheese stick. Malaking cheese stick to. I'd like to pop it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes so that the cheese doesn't ooze out when we fry it later. We're gonna make our basil pomodoro sauce. I have here some olive oil. I'm gonna saute my garlic and onion. Growing up, one of my favorite snacks talaga is cheese sticks. Normally, we make it with just processed cheese sa gitna and sprinkle it with cheese powder on top. Perfect na yun sa akin. Add in our crushed tomatoes. Stir it a bit. And I'm gonna be simmering this for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be seasoning it with some salt, pepper, and some sugar for some sweetness. And now I have here some basil leaves. I will be tearing it apart like this. This is just for the finishing touch. We want to infuse the basil flavor in the tomato sauce. Let's fry our cheese sticks. Look at that! Our cheese stick is ready. Let's call in our taste testers, Chef Martin and Nika. Woo! Woo!
May pang housewarming kami sa'yo. Oh, housewarming.
Ay, thank you, Lord. I have here my fancy cheese sticks.
What's your fancy?
It's stuffed with mozzarella and queso puti. Then I have here basil pomodoro sauce. You can...
Sige nga, kung may cheese pool yan.
Ay,
Hold one.
sana may cheese pool.
Hold one and hilahin natin. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
With the sauce.
Umuusok pa.
Parang lahat ng favorite ko andito.
Ako din.
Kesong puti, mozzarella,
Si
tas
Ina.
cheese sticks. Talaga
Sarap!
kuha mo ang aking kiliti.
The friends that we've made along the way. Ano naman dinutut yung office ni Nika?
Alright, so my take on this is Dynamite Lumpia. What I hate about Dynamite Lumpia is they just use this, they put this as a whole, and then when you eat it, nadadala mo lahat, and then naiiwan yung wrapper. So today, we are blistering this to add flavor then. We're gonna heavily salt this. Then we are gonna make like a very creamy, velvety cheese kind of like mixture na it goes well with the chilies. Roasted peanuts. We have cumin, turmeric. We have quick melt cheese that will hopefully be friendly with this food process, or cream cheese to add a very nice texture. And then later, magdadagdag din tayo ng mozzarella. Stop. Check. Did not work. It's fine if it's like this. Just spread it out. Give it a go again. All right, that should be fine for me. All right, blistering the chilies. So, oil, salt. Spread it out. Blistering. So what blistering does is develops a deeper flavor sa ating mga chilies. So what you're looking for is those black skin. Whenever you hear that sound, it's good. And meron siyang konting Maillard reaction from the salt and the heat. It should be good, man. Just let the carryover cooking ng steaming niya do the work. Pwede nyo namang kainin to. Personally, ayoko. Chop like crazy. Oh my God, I think natamaan yung mata ko. Okay, that should be good. The coarser the better para may mga chunks ka pang nakakain, di ba? Boom, dunk yan dyan. Yun na. Ito ay ready na. So we have Japanese mayonnaise. Just gonna lightly brush our lumpia. Then we are gonna add a lime seasoning to cut all that rich fat. Sino kaya sa 5 creators ang may tapang na kumain ito? Matatapang kayo lahat, ha? Sige. Okay, last.
Hindi mo na kinailangan kaming tawagin dahil yung luto mo, amoy na amoy, nandito na kami.
Ayun.
Parang natatakot akong tikman sa
Bakit naman di okay lang yan? O, para tayo, brother, para tapos na tayo.
Wow.
Oh, ay, may mozzarella pa pala, guys. So, may konti. Oh my God, it's hot. Pero kaya nyo.
Wala akong natikman ha. Nalalagdagan ko na lang.
Nalagay ko lahat ng sweets.
Yung tahin mo, outside,
Yeah.
and then the lime.
Yeah.
So parang sobrang nagko-complement yung flavors. It's actually pretty good. It was
Yeah.
kind of, pero ano, kaya ko naman. Natutuloy
Really
ko
well.
siya. So what's your favorite?
This is probably my
This one?
favorite.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Wow.
Really good.
How about yours? From today.
Ako bias ako sa ano ko, sa sarili ko. That and the hot prawn salad
Sarap
na
nito,
ano,
chef.
di ba?
Yeah.
Nagustuhan ko din yun, lalo na yung may touch of mangoes. May parang refreshing sa kanya, tapos parang it's rich, at the same time refreshing. I like it.
Sa akin naman yung favorite ko was Ina's. Yung cheese steak.
yeah. Oh my God, yeah, that
Feel
one
like,
too.
Feel like dipping it parang Italian take.
I enjoy that so much.
Wait lang, hang. Nakuha ko na.
Alam mo yung hindi natin nagawa ngayon? We didn't do like a sweet lumpia.
Oh yeah, I should have done a
Maybe we should do that next
sweet.
time. Gusto niyo ba mag 6 ways? Parang gusto ng mga viewers natin eh.
Oh, I think
Comment nyo nga below kung ano, may mga certain 6 ways na ba kayong gusto makita.
Corned beef.
Oy, pwede.
Sardinas.
Pero dapat ano,
Rice 6 ways.
parang
itlog.
unique dapat.
Oh, siya.
Sana ma-sponsor tayo. Medyo...
Doon mo lang malalaman na ang lumpia
Okay, it's a wrap!